Hi, Ed.
So we're gonna have a quick little video here to just tell you about a brand new benefit that the Virginia Citizens Defense League is offering to its members. So if you're not a member, you can go to vcdl.org/join to make yourself eligible for this benefit from Aflac. And I've seen the duck or whatever quack in the commercials, and I never knew what Aflac meant, and I looked it up. American Family Life Assurance Company, not insurance. And some people have told me that and guessed it wrong. I should have made that a challenge question and given away a challenge coin. But anyway, in the interest of time, I know we're going to do this kind of quick and dirty. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, Sarah, and then I've got a couple questions for you.
Okay, sounds good. So, as far as the Second Amendment stuff goes, my dad has been lifetime NRA member and was a Vietnam veteran, served in the Marines, and I
Hoorah.
also served in the Navy. Yeah. And so our family just has a long history of supporting the Second Amendment, and now my kids are members as well. So, you
And you're
know,
a member, and what something else that we did, like we're,
absolutely.
we're adding lots of products and services. And sorry to interrupt you, but we now have family memberships as well. So you can
Oh,
you can join and then add your kids or family or whatever under your membership, and they get added at a lower price than the 25 per year. And then you guys share the newsletter, like the Defender that comes to you in the mail. So we save a little money, but you all get to be members. So sorry to interrupt. Continue.
oh, that's okay. Well, that's great news. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can go
So,
to
and I've actually,
yeah, just
yeah,
go
and
to
I've actually been
vcdl.org and
volunteering.
log in. And once you log into the membership area, you can manage your membership, renew, and add family members and things like that.
Man, I've been super busy. I'm out of the loop, I guess. I just bought a new house and I'm still moving in, which is why you're only seeing one side of my room right now because the other side is
I,
still a
I
mess.
do see some Gun Save Lives stickers on your shelf back
You
there.
know it. You know it. Exactly. I know. And was just trying to figure out somewhere to put this baby right here. I got a lot of VCDL swag. So
Good.
yeah, I've been
So
working with the gun show at the gun shows and signing members up. And that's one of the things that we were talking about when we were first having a conversation about Aflac is some people want to know, what do I get for my membership? And I usually
and
tell them, you get to support your Second Amendment rights here in the state of Virginia.
so if
But
I get
now,
if I get in the elevator with you and I see your shirt, I'm like, Aflac, what's that? What do you guys do? What's your 30-second elevator pitch?
well, like I said, I usually say that, if you have major medical, it's great because you get to pay the doctors and the hospitals and the nurses and everything. But at the end of the day, they don't really care if you pay your rent and your car payment and things like that. And that's what Aflac does, is that it helps you pay your bills and make sure that you're taking care of your family and your home and things like that. So it pays you cash. So you get to do with it whatever you need to. If you have plenty of cash lying around and you get paid out from Aflac and you want to buy some ammo, you're free to do so.
And how long's Aflac been in business? This isn't a new thing, right?
No, over 65 years. Yeah, been around a while. The duck itself, 20th
30 years
anniversary
longer
last
than
year.
I've been
Just the
alive.
duck. Yeah, just the duck is celebrated his 20th anniversary. Yeah, because we have. Yeah, let me grab this guy. Yeah, last year we had these little 20th anniversary ducks that we had that were pretty cool. So I had to make sure to save one for myself.
Nice. And so if I've got medical insurance, I'm a VCDL member. How would the Aflac policies help me?
Well, the good thing is that there's different policies, and you get to pick and choose which plans are best for you and your family. So you don't have to get all of them, and I wouldn't want you to have all of them because it'd be overkill. So
You just
I
wait.
would
I'm
talk
sorry.
to you
You,
and
you
say,
just said something that made me think of another question. You said I can choose what's for me and my family. So if I'm a
mm-hmm.
member and I want to choose Aflac policies, can my family also benefit from them if they're not members?
Well, if you're a member and you're signing up, you're going to cover them under your policy.
Okay. That was my question. Sorry.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are confused, and overall, even if I'm just talking to people every day about Aflac, they have really a lot of questions. So this is where I really enjoy having these chats and talking to people, and I just always encourage them, even if they're not sure if it's something that they can use, to just reach out and you know I- I'll talk to you as long as it takes to answer all your questions.
Good. Well, that's why we're doing this, and this will be available on our YouTube channel, and obviously on the Facebook and other social media. And if anybody that's watching the chat live has a question, they can pop up the question there as long as it pertains to the Aflac program and not just general gun rights for now.
Okay.
And so, what about? I know there's a lot of people because the way the economy is and in turmoil, and you have no insurance at all. Do they have to have major medical or something like that to then add Aflac on?
Nope, they do not have to have any coverage. Whatever coverage you have, it will work with Aflac, which is pretty
Even
awesome,
even
because
if you have
if you
nothing.
have nothing, you even need it even more, because it's one thing to say, well, I had a scrape or a bump or something like that. But when you have something catastrophic happen, like say, just for example, like, under the accident plan, you broke your leg and you really couldn't work. That's the time when you really need to have that cash payout to pay your bills.
So I ride a motorcycle, so it would cover a motorcycle crash too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I always encourage my motorcycle riders to make sure to get the accident plan because, as we know, if you've ever been in an accident, you do not get paid from that car insurance for months to years, possibly, depending on the situation. So I know that January, I didn't have like a major accident, but it was still an accident nonetheless. And I just got paid in August from that car accident. So
Mm,
that's a long time to go with not having money to pay your bills. So
glad you're
whereas
okay.
the accident plan will pay you within days for that injury.
And I guess I'm just guessing. I wrote my questions down, and I'm guessing I already answered my own question on this one. But so if you don't need any insurance to get Aflac, then that probably doesn't matter if you have pre-existing conditions.
Well, depending on the policy, so each policy is a little different. So, and that's, I could give you a little overview because there's some that are different than others. So, like the accident plan, there's is guaranteed issue. Like you automatically going to get it. So, if you had an accident last week and you try to get the accident plan, then that would be a pre-existing condition. But the minute your policy is active, you're covered under the accident plan. So the cancer plan, if you have been diagnosed with cancer previously, you cannot get it right away, but you can get it after being 5 years treatment free, which is pretty amazing. Because a lot of things
That covers
you're
me
at
because
a
my
lot.
my cancer was 5 years ago or over 5 years ago, and I had throat cancer. So walk me through this. So I go on a motorcycle ride, which is a normal occurrence, and I'm really tired, and I
Mhm.
get home. I forget to put my kickstand down, and the reason I said that one is because that's happened before, and my bike
Oops.
falls on me and hurts my leg.
Oh boy.
What do I do now that I'm laying there and I get up? I'm like, oh crap, I broke my leg. What do I do?
So you go to the doctor, you get it checked out, and how the accident plan works is that immediately upon walking into just a doctor's office, then you're automatically going to get paid just to get the injury checked out. Or if you have to go to the emergency room, obviously. So you get more going to the emergency room. But obviously, it's going to cost you more depending on if you have major medical coverage,
And
so
that
you may
that
want.
that happens no matter what my regular insurance says or what doctor or
Oh, yeah.
whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to go get the injury checked out. And you can get a new injury every single day and go get it checked out and get paid. So depending how clumsy you are, Ed.
I'm
So
trying
then you
to.
get paid according to how you're treated. So if they have to do an X-ray, if they have to do surgery, if you need stitches, if you need physical therapy afterwards, it all
And
builds
who
up according to how you're treated.
who manages all that claim process? Do I get a signed person or do I have a 24-hour hotline or do I call up you on your cell?
Well, you can call me if you need help with your claim. So I am the agent that you don't really need to call a 1-800 number or anything like that. I'm always here to help. But you can use the website, or we have an app that's called My Aflac, and you put it on your phone. You can even upload your paperwork from the doctor saying everything that they did to treat you, and then manage your claim from there. So every time you log in, it'll give you a status on your claim, and if they need any more documentation, it'll ask for it, and then it'll say claim paid on there, and it gives a little tick mark every time it goes to the next level. So it's really easy to do the claims and upload your documents, and it even has direct deposit, and it will go right into your bank account.
That's great. Now, I know that if someone were to pitch this to me like we are to our members and saying, here's an opportunity for you. One of the first questions that they usually ask is, "Oh, it sounds good. How much is it?" How do you answer that?
You would be very, very surprised how affordable it is. Most people are always like, wow, that is really cheap. Compared to major medical, especially, there's no comparison in the price.
And I
And
think you've told me this before, and hopefully I'm not letting a secret cat out of the bag or anything, but you as an employee from Aflac get a discount off the regular public rates. But did you tell me that the VCDL members actually get a lower rate than what you get as an employee?
it's not. It's pretty close. It's pretty close, and depending on the product that we're talking about, like I said, there's all the different products are priced differently. It's like a la carte, so you get to pick and choose and see which one works best for you.
Okay, so I'm a VCDL member. This sounds interesting to me. I want to know more. I don't necessarily want to just read a website and try and muddle through whatever. And I'm like, okay, I want the cancer. I want the accident. They can just contact you and work through that and figure out what plan and what modules and everything are right for me.
Absolutely. So the landing page that we have set up on the VCDL membership area, it does have the product brochures and little short video clips that it gives an explanation of each of the products. And then what you do is you'll say, click the link on there, and you can actually see my calendar and all my availabilities on there. And you can say, look, Wednesday at 4 o'clock, I'd like to chat with Sarah and ask her some more questions. And I can walk you through all of those products and see, like I said, which one will work for you.
Okay, and that information gathering and the fact finding and all that's no obligation, no charge. Just
Nope.
get a chance to chat with Sarah.
Yeah. I'm pretty cool to chat with, right?
You are. I'm
Yeah, I
chatting
have
with you
no
right now. Just I'm doing
pressure.
it in front of the entire internet.
Yeah, yeah, I'm no pressure. Every day I'm like, look, I'm going to give you the information, and at least you have that, and that way you can make a decision with what's going to work for you.
Okay, and so the web page for people to find out more information or your contact information. Do you want to give that out?
Well, it's the one that's on the VCDL membership login. Is that the
Okay.
one you're
Yeah.
referring to?
Yeah. So you log into the member area at vcdl.org.
Hmm.
If you don't know your password, you can click forgot password with your email that you used to sign up for VCDL, and then you'll get your password. Then you can get into the member area, and then you can go to the Aflac uh, area in the member area on our webpage. And if you have any problems logging in or anything like that, you can write to membership at vcdl.org and we'll help you out.
Yeah. So, and on just another note, like I know that I shared this statistic a little bit before, but if still people are wondering, like, why do I need Aflac when I have major medical? So, the first time I heard I was pretty astonished by this fact, and it really is not astonishing when you think about it, but there was a Harvard study that over 60% of all bankruptcies in the US were due to medical bills. And the really crazy part is over 70% of those people had major medical coverage. So, major medical coverage, there is, as you know, especially when you're talking about cancer treatment in specifics, there is so many treatments and procedures that are not covered by major medical. And, it gives you not only more protection financially, but more options to make sure that you have as many treatments available to you as possible when you're undergoing something like that. So, experimental treatments, immunotherapy. I've heard from many people that they had to pay out of pocket for those, and that's
Well,
that's
let's
just a
if we go
shame.
back to my motorcycle drop for a minute, and I dropped it on my leg, and I broke my leg, and I've
Okay.
contacted you guys. What what does like is there an average like what that accident policy would be costing me?
It's hard to say because it depends on how many bones are broken, how many stitches you have. If you have a broken leg, you're looking at probably a couple $1,000s easily, and depending on the severity of it. And like I said, you all get paid how you're treated. So the
And
more the
what did that policy cost me?
well, it depends on a couple. There's a couple of things that it's dependent on. There is a rate sheet that is in the link with my calendar.
Okay.
So if you say schedule appointment and you go into that link and the rate sheet, the link will be under there. If you
Okay.
click on,
That's fair.
yeah.
I don't
So
expect you to know them online when I
yeah, I
enter.
know there's so many different variables in some of the plans. So some of them are, according to age and things like that, and how many, if you, so you can have the choice if you're married with kids, you can cover you. You can cover you and your spouse. You can cover you and your kids, and your spouse. So
Okay.
all of those are different prices so that you don't pay for something you don't need.
Great.
And if you're covering kids and the child edition on there, if it's one kid or 10 kids, doesn't matter. It's all the same price. The kids are all included.
Wow. Good.
I know.
So out of
I
my
mean, because I've seen people with quite a few kids, and I've had to type in all their information, and
so
they're all the
I
same
think
price.
you've answered all my questions. Is there a question that I should have asked you that I didn't ask that you think I should have asked that you are prepared to answer?
I don't know. I think we talked about questions before, but I'm trying to remember which ones I sent you specifics. Um, like I said, I know that it's just real easy to file claims the first time you do it. Some of our plans have wellness benefits in there as well. So, like the cancer plan, once per calendar year, you're going to get paid to go get a cancer screening. Every person on that policy. The accident plan has a wellness benefit on as well. So, right off the bat, you're going to get paid just to go to get a doctor's visit. So it's pretty nice that they want you to be healthy. They want you to go get checked out and give you that incentive to do that so that you can catch issues early on. And nobody really likes getting any kind of cancer screening. Let's just be
Right.
real. Men don't like it, women don't like it. So getting $75 to do it, hey, like whatever works.
Nice. Well, I think that's pretty informative, and hopefully you'll get some people calling you up and figuring out how they can be helped. And I appreciate you joining me and taking the time out at nighttime and your personal time. So
No
thanks.
problem. No problem. Yeah,
Anything
I
you want to
mean,
say in closing before we say goodbye?
no, I mean, like I said, I just really encourage people just to ask questions and reach out to me. I when I started doing this a couple of years ago, I didn't really understand the need for it, and every single day I talk to customers who say that, man, Aflac saved me from bankruptcy. Aflac saved my house. And it's a really great company, and I see every day that it helps people. So I really my fellow members, I want to really make sure to help everyone that's supporting, the VCDL and the Second Amendment rights in the state for sure. And I want to see them all protected too. So,
Well, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate you taking the time and chatting with me.
all right, no problem.
All
I'll
right. Good
talk to
night,
you soon,
everybody.
Ed.
All right. Bye
Good
bye.
night. Bye.